Today, we're going to explore something that could completely change how you experience life, the power of mindfulness and how it can help reduce stress in our incredibly busy world. Just think about your typical day for a moment. The alarm jolts you awake. Within minutes, you're checking emails, messages, and social media. Throughout the day, your attention jumps between tasks, meetings, and notifications. By evening, your mind is racing, making it hard to truly relax or sleep well. If so, you're definitely not alone. A few years ago, I was constantly overwhelmed, working long hours, always connected to devices, and feeling like I could never catch up. My health started suffering. I had headaches, trouble sleeping, and felt irritable most of the time. Something needed to change. That's when I discovered mindfulness, and it transformed my relationship with stress completely. In today's video, I'm going to share exactly what mindfulness is, the amazing science behind how it changes your brain and body, and simple techniques you can start using today, even if you're super busy.
In this video, we'll cover what mindfulness really is and what it isn't, the fascinating science behind how it reduces stress, 5 simple mindfulness practices for busy people, how to build mindfulness into your daily routine, common obstacles and how to overcome them. Whether you're dealing with work pressure, family responsibilities, health concerns, or just the general stress of modern life, the techniques in this video can help you find more calm, focus, and joy in your daily experience. So let's begin this journey to a more mindful, less stressed life. Part 1. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and without judgment. It's about being fully aware of what you're experiencing right now, your thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the environment around you. Mindfulness can be as simple as fully experiencing your morning coffee, noticing the warmth of the cup in your hands, the aroma rising with the steam, the taste as you take each sip, and the sensations as you swallow. Instead of drinking coffee while checking your phone or worrying about the day ahead, you're fully present with just this one simple experience. Research shows that most of us spend about 47% of our waking hours thinking about something other than what we're currently doing. Our minds naturally wander to the past or future, replaying old conversations or worrying about what might happen later. This mind wandering is directly linked to unhappiness and stress levels. When our attention is scattered, we miss much of our lives and feel more stressed. Consider the story of Michael, a marketing executive who was known for his creativity but felt increasingly burned out. During meetings, his mind would race ahead to his next deadline. While playing with his children, he'd be mentally reviewing work problems. Even on vacation, he couldn't fully enjoy his experiences because he was always partially somewhere else mentally. After learning mindfulness, Michael didn't change his busy schedule, but he changed how he experienced it. He learned to give his full attention to whatever he was doing at the moment. The result? Not only did his stress levels drop dramatically, but his creativity, work performance, and relationships all improved. Remember, mindfulness isn't about changing what you do. It's about changing how you experience what you do. And that small shift makes all the difference when it comes to stress. Part 2. The science of mindfulness and stress. Now that we understand what mindfulness is, let's explore the fascinating science behind how it actually changes our brains and bodies to reduce stress. First, let's understand what happens in your body during stress. When you feel stressed, your brain activates the fight or flight response. Your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart beats faster, muscles tense, breathing quickens, and blood pressure rises. This response is perfectly normal and helpful for immediate dangers. The problem is that in our modern world, this system gets activated constantly by emails, traffic jams, news headlines, and work pressures, things that aren't actually life-threatening, but our bodies respond as if they were. When this stress response stays activated for too long, it can lead to serious health problems, weakened immune system, sleep disturbances, digestive issues, heart problems, anxiety and depression, memory and concentration problems. Here's where mindfulness comes in. Brain imaging studies show that regular mindfulness practice actually changes the structure and function of your brain in remarkable ways. First, it reduces activity in the amygdala, your brain's alarm system that triggers stress responses. Second, it strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and decision-making. Third, it increases gray matter density in areas related to learning, memory, and emotional regulation. Beyond brain changes, mindfulness practice has been shown to lower levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone, reduce inflammation in the body, lower blood pressure, improve immune function, enhance sleep quality. A landmark study at Massachusetts General Hospital found that just 8 weeks of mindfulness practice led to measurable changes in brain regions associated with memory, empathy, stress, and sense of self. Another study with corporate employees showed that 25 minutes of mindfulness practice daily reduced stress levels by 15% and improved focus by 20% after just 7 days. Think of mindfulness as a workout for your brain. Just as physical exercise strengthens your muscles, mindfulness strengthens your brain's ability to handle stress. And just like physical fitness, you don't need to become an Olympic athlete to benefit. Even small, regular practices make a difference. Consider Sarah, a school teacher dealing with classroom challenges daily. She started with just 5 minutes of mindfulness each morning. Within weeks, she noticed she was responding rather than reacting to stressful situations. When a student disrupted class, instead of immediately feeling overwhelmed, she could notice her stress response, take a breath, and choose a more effective way to handle the situation. The science is clear. Mindfulness isn't just a nice idea. It creates measurable changes in your brain and body that directly counteract the harmful effects of chronic stress. And the amazing thing is, these benefits begin with very short periods of practice. Part 3. Mindful breathing and the foundation practice. Now that we understand the why behind mindfulness, let's dive into the how, starting with the most fundamental practice, mindful breathing. Mindful breathing is exactly what it sounds like, paying full attention to your breath. It's simple but powerful, requires no special equipment, and can be done anywhere, anytime. This makes it perfect for busy people. Your breath is always happening in the present moment, making it an instant anchor for your attention. Plus, your breathing pattern directly influences your nervous system. Slow, deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that counteracts the stress response. Let's try a very brief practice right now. First, sit comfortably and close your eyes, if that feels okay. Second, place one hand on your stomach. Third, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, feeling your stomach expand. Fourth, exhale slowly through your mouth. Fifth, continue breathing naturally, simply noticing the sensations of breathing. Sixth, when your mind wanders, which is completely normal, gently bring attention back to your breath. Seventh, continue for just 30 seconds. Even this brief moment of mindful breathing can create a small shift in how you feel. David, a busy attorney, was skeptical about mindfulness until he tried the 3-breath practice before difficult phone calls. He'd take 3 slow, mindful breaths before picking up the phone. This tiny practice helped him feel more centered and respond more effectively during challenging conversations. Soon, he started using this micro-practice throughout his day, before meetings, after receiving difficult news, or whenever he felt stress building. Many people say, "I tried focusing on my breath, but my mind keeps wandering." Remember, the goal isn't to have a perfectly quiet mind. Mind wandering is normal. The practice is noticing when your mind wanders and gently bringing attention back to your breath. Each time you do this, it's like a mental push-up that strengthens your focus. Mindful breathing is like a portable stress reduction tool you always have with you. Even 3 minutes several times a day can begin to change your relationship with stress. The key is consistency rather than length. Part 4. The body scan and releasing physical tension. Now let's explore another powerful mindfulness practice that helps release physical stress, the body scan. When we're stressed, we often hold tension in our bodies without realizing it. Tight shoulders, clenched jaw, furrowed brow. These physical manifestations of stress create a feedback loop that keeps our stress response active. The body scan practice helps break this cycle by bringing gentle awareness to physical sensations throughout your body. During a body scan, you systematically move your attention from one part of your body to another, simply noticing sensations without trying to change them. You might notice tension, tingling, warmth, coolness, or perhaps nothing at all. There's no right or wrong thing to feel. The body scan is particularly effective for releasing muscle tension you didn't know you were holding, interrupting stress cycles before they escalate, improving body awareness to catch stress signals earlier, preparing for better sleep, breaking the habit of physical tension. A full body scan might take 10-20 minutes, but even a 3-minute quick scan can be helpful. Do a mini body scan while waiting for your computer to boot up. Use it when you feel stress building during the day. Practice before sleep to release the day's tension. Try it during a work break instead of checking social media. Consider Maria, who suffered from tension headaches regularly. Medical tests showed no underlying issues. When she learned the body scan technique, she realized she was constantly tensing her shoulders and jaw during work. By doing brief body scans throughout her day, she became aware of this tension building and could release it before it triggered headaches. Within weeks, her headaches decreased by 70%. Your body often holds clues about your stress levels before your conscious mind recognizes them. The body scan practice helps you tune into these signals earlier, giving you the chance to address stress before it builds to overwhelming levels. Part 5. Mindful observation and training, present moment awareness. Let's explore another simple yet profound mindfulness practice. Mindful observation that trains your attention to stay in the present moment. Mindful observation involves choosing an object and giving it your complete, curious attention. This practice strengthens your ability to focus, while also cultivating a sense of wonder about ordinary things we usually take for granted. Choose any object around you. A leaf, your coffee cup, a pencil, anything will work. Then observe it as if you're seeing it for the very first time. Notice its colors, textures, and shapes, and examine how light plays across its surface. Feel its weight and temperature in your handing. Be curious about details you've never noticed before. To observe without naming, judging, or analyzing, just pure observation of what's actually there. This practice works because it pulls your attention away from stressful thoughts about past or future, engages the being mode of mind rather than doing modding, creates a mental break from problem-solving and worrying trains. Your ability to direct and maintain attention reminds you to notice the world around you. The beauty of this practice is that you can incorporate it anywhere. Really look at your food before eating. Observe nature during a brief walk. Study the face of a loved one with fresh eyes. Notice the details of your office or home that you usually overlook. Thomas, an accountant with high anxiety, started practicing mindful observation during his lunch breaks. Instead of eating while working, he'd take 5 minutes to really observe his food. The colors of vegetables, the steam rising from hot soup, the textures and shapes on his plate. This simple practice created a mental reset in his day. He returned to work feeling refreshed rather than continuing the morning's stress into the afternoon. Beyond stress reduction, this practice helps develop an appreciation for ordinary moments. Many people report feeling more gratitude and wonder in daily life. It counteracts our mind's tendency to always be searching for the next big thing while missing the small miracles happening around us every day. Mindful observation is a simple way to take a mental vacation from stress during your busy day. By fully engaging with something ordinary, you temporarily step out of your stress cycle and strengthen your ability to direct your attention where you choose. Part 6. Mindful listening, improving presence in relationships. Now, let's explore how mindfulness can transform our interactions with others through the practice of mindful listening. Mindful listening means giving someone your complete attention, being fully present with curiosity and without judgment. It's about listening to understand, not to respond. Here's how to practice mindful listening. Give your full physical attention. Face the person. Make appropriate eye contact. Put away distractions, especially your phone. Notice when your mind wanders and gently bring it back. Listen for understanding, not to formulate your response. Be aware of your reactions without immediately acting on them. Get curious about the other person's perspective. Notice nonverbal cues, tone, facial expressions, body language. Mindful listening reduces stress by creating deeper connections that buffer against stress, preventing misunderstandings that lead to conflict, making others feel valued, which improves relationships, giving your problem-solving mind a break, creating more meaningful interactions. Consider the experience of a couple, James and Lisa. Their conversations had fallen into patterns of half-listening and interrupting each other. Arguments often erupted from misunderstandings. When they learned about mindful listening, they started practicing during dinner, giving each other 5 minutes of complete attention while the other spoke about their day. This simple practice transformed their relationship. They felt more connected, understood each other better, and found their stress levels at home decreased significantly. James noted, "I realized how much mental energy I was wasting by partially listening to Lisa while also thinking about work. Being fully present is actually less exhausting." This practice is equally powerful in professional settings. Mindful listening during meetings means you absorb information better, connect more effectively with colleagues, and make fewer mistakes. Many leaders report that improving their listening skills reduced workplace stress and improved team performance. Mindful listening is one of the greatest gifts you can give others and yourself. By being fully present in conversations, you deepen connections, reduce misunderstandings, and create islands of calm in your busy day. Part 7. Mindfulness in daily activities. Now let's talk about how to weave mindfulness into your everyday activities. An approach that's perfect for busy people who don't have time for formal practice. Mindfulness doesn't require adding more to your schedule. Instead, it's about bringing quality attention to activities you're already doing. This is sometimes called informal practice or everyday mindfulness. You can bring mindfulness to virtually any daily activity. Mindful showering. Instead of rehearsing the day ahead, feel the water temperature, the sensation of soap on skin, the smell of shampoo, and the sound of water. Mindful walking. Whether walking to a meeting or to your car, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the movement of your body, and your surroundings. Mindful eating. Instead of eating while working or watching videos, pay attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations of each bite. Mindful technology use. Before checking your phone, pause and take a breath. Use the device with intention rather than autopilot. Mindful transitions. Use the moments between activities, entering, leaving your home, starting, ending work, as mindfulness bells to pause and check in with yourself. The power of transitions between activities are particularly powerful moments for mindfulness. These brief pauses can prevent stress from cascading from one part of your day to another. For example, sitting in your car for 30 seconds of mindful breathing before entering your home helps you transition from work mode to home mode instead of bringing work stress into family time. Alex, a busy parent and professional, felt constantly rushed and stressed. Instead of adding meditation to his already full schedule, he identified mindfulness triggers throughout his day, like waiting for coffee to brew, stopping at red lights, or waiting for the elevator. During these brief moments, he would take a few conscious breaths and notice his surroundings. These tiny practices, which added up to just minutes in his day, created space between his thoughts and actions. Over time, he felt less reactive, more patient with his children, and noticed a significant decrease in his stress levels. Choose one routine activity each day this week to practice mindfully. Put a small reminder, like a colored dot sticker, near where you do this activity. This visual cue will help you remember to bring mindful attention to this ordinary task. Remember, mindfulness isn't about perfection or having an empty mind. Your attention will wander. That's normal. The practice is noticing when it happens and gently bringing attention back. Each time you do this, you're building the mental muscle of mindfulness. Start small. Even 3 minutes of practice can begin to make a difference. Consistency matters more than duration. In our busy, distracted world, the ability to be fully present is becoming a rare and valuable skill. By practicing mindfulness, you're not just reducing stress. You're reclaiming your attention and choosing how you want to experience your life. As author Annie Dillard wrote, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives." Mindfulness helps ensure we actually experience our days rather than rushing through them on autopilot. The practices we've discussed have transformed my relationship with stress. Difficult situations still arise, but I no longer get caught in them in the same way. There's a space between stimulus and response that gives me choice rather than reactivity. I invite you to commit to just one small mindfulness practice from this video. Share in the comments which technique you're going to try this week, and I'll personally respond with encouragement. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. Together we can create a more mindful, less stressed world, one breath at a time. Thank you for watching. Remember, mindfulness isn't about adding one more thing to your busy life. It's about being fully present for the life you already have.